For a Stoic, sex is a natural aspect of human life, much like breathing or eating, something as commonplace as the changing of the seasons. It is neither placed on a pedestal nor rejected. Instead, it is seen as part of the complex dance of life, which should be governed by reason and virtue. Sexuality, like a quiet river, should flow smoothly and not disturb the harmony of the inner world. Marcus Aurelius, whose thoughts are like wise celestial lights, taught us, bodily desires dull the mind, especially if indulged in too often and without measure. In his words, I see a profound truth. Sex itself is not the problem, but the attachment to it that can, like a storm, overwhelm our minds and lead us away from the path of virtue. For the Stoic, sex is not the burning fire of passion that consumes everything in its path, but rather the warm flame of a hearth that warms the soul when it is managed and controlled. I often reflect on what Marcus Aurelius said, "In all your deeds, be free from passions." This advice applies to the sexual aspect of life as well. The Stoic strives for freedom from the enslavement of desires, to live guided by reason rather than being a puppet in the hands of passions. Sexuality becomes part of this journey, not something to be suppressed, but something that should be directed. It is like a wild garden that can bloom and bear fruit if it is carefully cultivated, not allowed to grow out of control. This Stoic approach to sexuality is about balance and self-mastery. It's not about denying the natural impulses we have as human beings, but recognizing that these impulses should not control us. To let them run wild would be to lose the very essence of Stoic philosophy, which is rooted in inner peace and self-control. Sexuality, therefore, is something to be embraced but not idolized. It's a part of the human experience, a moment to be shared with care and mindfulness. When I turn my gaze to the Kama Sutra, I see another facet of this reality. This ancient text, like a masterful painting, offers a different view of sexuality, presenting it as an art and a path to harmony. When sexuality is conscious and directed, it becomes a yoga that unites body and soul, says the Kama Sutra. It teaches that sex is not just the fire of passion, but also the harmonious fusion of two souls. It is a path that, when approached with awareness, can lead to a deep and enriching experience. The Kama Sutra states, "In the harmony of body and spirit, true pleasure is born." It's more than just physical interaction. It's a dance of two souls merging in a single rhythm. This ancient text teaches that sexuality, like art, requires attention, awareness, and understanding. It suggests seeing it not as an uncontrolled impulse, but as a carefully considered and conscious action, similar to a meditative practice. While Stoicism and the Kama Sutra might seem like two opposite ends of the spectrum, they converge on one crucial point. Sex should not be an end in itself or a source of suffering. There is no meaning in it if it becomes just a storm of passions that carries us into the unknown. It should be like a calm river that flows alongside us, adding to our lives without disturbing our peace. Both philosophies seek to understand and channel sexual energy in ways that contribute to a balanced and fulfilling life. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, seeking happiness in the body is like trying to hold water in your hand. External pleasures are fleeting. They vanish like a mirage on the horizon, leaving us searching for something more. The Stoic understanding of sex aligns with this idea. It should not be pursued as the ultimate source of happiness, but recognized as a transient experience, a reflection of our deeper internal states. The Kama Sutra, while more focused on the artistry of sexual connection, also acknowledges the impermanence of pleasure. It suggests that true joy comes not from indulgence, but from an awareness of the moment and the harmonious connection between partners. It's not about the pursuit of endless desire, but about finding the sacred in the shared experience. In this way, both Stoicism and the Kama Sutra offer pathways to navigate sexual desires with grace and wisdom. The Stoic emphasizes control and moderation, seeing sexuality as a force to be acknowledged and managed, not one to dominate us. The Kama Sutra, on the other hand, views sex as a beautiful creative expression, to be approached with mindfulness and reverence. Both guide us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and our partners.